everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Gigi and I'm here today with a short flow for the hips. So we're going to start on our bums. Lean back into your hands, plant the soles of the feet down into the mat and knees facing up towards the sky. From here, start to gently rock the knees from side to side, bringing one knee down towards the mat and then taking it the other way. So we've got a mixture of external and internal rotation of the hips, just slowly easing in, nothing crazy. And you might feel a little lack of symmetry, totally normal. One side may feel a little stickier than the other. And then bring the soles of the feet together and take the knees out and then edge your feet a little bit further forward so we find a diamond shape. From here, we're going to take a cat-cow. So hold on to the knees. You're going to take the chest forward, arch the spine, and then exhale as you round the spine and bring your chin towards your chest, just alternating between these two movements in your own time. You don't have to go the same speed as I am, or you can if you want to. From here, retaining that same leg position, you're just going to walk the hands forward and just take a gentle lean over the legs, finding that external rotation of the hips. Beautiful. Coming back up, plant the soles of the feet back down into the ground. We're going to find a reverse tabletop position. Fingertips face in towards your feet and lift the hips up so you're creating a table. Squeeze the glutes. You can drop the head back if that feels comfortable for you. Maybe take a gentle rocking movement. Make sure that the knees aren't collapsing in or out, just nice and parallel, and then come down. We're going to roll over our feet and come to all fours tabletop position. And again from here, taking cat-cow, so arching through the spine and then rounding through the spine in your own time. You can take this in circles or just take the traditional form. Totally up to you. From here, we're going to take some knee circles. So take your right foot up towards the sky and then circle the knee outwards and then up. So you're creating a big old circle 3 or 4 times one way and then reverse your circle the other way. Really trying to isolate the movement into the hip. Beautiful. From here, bring the knee in towards the chest and then bring that foot so it's coming through between the hands. You can climb the hands up onto the top of the thigh and then sink that hip flexor down towards the mat so you feel a nice stretch down the front of the left quad. From here, fingertips down to the mat or to blocks and hinge the hips back so you're straightening through your right leg, flex through the foot, finding a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. Lifting the chest. Really active through those toes. And then rolling back through into your low lunge, you're going to heel toe your right foot out towards the right. So you're finding a lizard. Lift the back knee and just take some circular motions, a little bit of a seesaw, just working through those hips in a dynamic way. From here, stepping back into your plank and take the hips up and back into your first downward facing dog, pushing the ground away, hips nice and high, and take your dog for a walk. Beautiful. From here, bringing the knees down, we're going to repeat all of that on the other side in your tabletop position. So this time, your left foot will go up towards the sky and find that circular movement going one way and then reversing your circle the other way. Beautiful. Bring that left knee in towards the chest, knee to nose, and then plant the left foot between the hands. Maybe climbing the hands up onto the left thigh and lifting the chest, finding a stretch through the right hip flexor. Shoulders away from the ears and breathing calmly. Hinge back into your half splits position. Take a nice long flat back so that you're extending through the spine, not just completely collapsing into your legs. And then roll through again to your lunge and heel toe the left foot out towards the left. Lifting up the back knee, tuck in the back toes, and take a nice dynamic circular motion or back and forth, side to side, whatever feels good to you. Step it back to plank pose and then hips high and back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. And again, movement or stillness, totally up to you. From here, take your right leg all the way up to the sky and then stack the hips and bend the knees so that you get a nice opening through the hips. Then square off the hips, bring that right foot through between the hands, and we're setting up for extended side angle here. So taking those left toes so that they face the long edge of the mat, the heel is down, and you can either bring the right elbow towards the right thigh, or you can bring the right fingertips down to the mat, maybe taking that left arm up and overhead, really feeling that side body stretch. Come up through your warrior two, really bend nice and deep into your front right knee. And then we're going to reverse your warrior. So keep the legs in that same position, but take your right arm up and overhead, taking that side body stretch on the other side. Back through warrior two, you're going to windmill the hands down and then turn to face the long edge of the mat into a wide-legged forward fold and gently bend from one knee to the other. So we get a little bit of an inner thigh, groin, adductor stretch here. Take your time, walking the hands to the top of the mat, pivoting on the toes, and then coming down into your lizard lunge. The right foot is still forward. Options here, lowering down the back knee. You can open up through that right knee so that you're rolling onto the outside edge of the foot. And then we're moving into our right leg pigeon, so heel toeing the right foot over towards the left. And then really edging that left knee back. Lift the chest first, so we find an active pigeon, and then we find a sleeping pigeon, bringing the hands forward. Maybe you want to clasp the hands, making sure that those hips are as square as they possibly can be, and if that means that you need to put a block underneath your hips, that's all good. Taking beautiful deep breaths here, finding space in the pose. And then start to walk the hands up, lift the chest, lean onto your right side and bring the left leg around. You're going to stack your legs into a fire log position. And then from here, take your right leg out so that the right foot is on the ground. We're coming into a figure four stretch. From your figure four stretch, lift the hips, coming into a figure four tabletop position. If this is not at all for you, just take the figure four stretch. We're extending through the hip flexors here. Beautiful, everybody. From here, roll over the feet, step back to plank, and then hips high and back to downward facing dog. We've got all of that to do on the other side. So taking your left leg all the way to the sky, stack the hips, bend the knee, and then square off the hips, bring that left foot through between the hands and set up for your extended side angle. So pivoting on the back foot, bringing the left fingertips down to a block or maybe the elbow towards the thigh and stretching the right arm up and overhead. We're finding that beautiful extension through the side body, through the hip. Come up through warrior two, bending nice and deep into that front left knee. And then you're going to reverse your warrior. So taking that side body stretch all the way up and back, but keeping the legs as they are. Open the chest up towards the sky and breathe deep into the open side of the rib cage. Coming back through your warrior two, bring the hands all the way down, pivot on the back toes, and we're in our lizard pose. Bring the back knee down, and then options here are the same. You can come down to your elbows, maybe open out through that left thigh. Nice job, everybody. And then heel toe, that left foot over towards the right, coming into your pigeon pose on this side, lifting the chest first, making sure you feel nice and comfortable, and then finding your fold. Notice the difference between the two sides. One may feel a little tighter than the other, and that is totally normal. And then breathe into that tightness. Nice. Bring the chest all the way up, lean onto your left side, bring the right foot around so we go into a fire log position, and then extending the left leg out so that the foot is flat on the ground. Lift the hips all the way up to the sky, figure four tabletop. You can take a little rock back and forth if that feels good. Keep lifting. And then on an exhale, bringing yourself all the way down. And just taking a moment, doing windshield wipers to wipe the slate clean. And notice if your hips feel any different doing these windshield wipers now. From here, extending your legs long, point the toes, reach your arms forward. You're going to hollow through the belly, rolling down onto your back through the spine. Take a big full body stretch with the arms overhead, point the toes. And our last pose here will be happy baby. So bringing the soles of the feet to the sky, grab the feet inside or the outside edges of the feet and pull the knees down to the armpits, making sure that the lower back stays flush with the mat. You can take some movement or you can just find total stillness. Bring the feet down. And once again, bring the soles of the feet together and open out the knees like a book. And we're just going to take some beautiful deep breaths in this position, feeling the belly rising and falling. Taking the last couple of beautiful big deep breaths here. Noticing any changes in your breathing, in your body, in your mindset. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.